Hi, this is Sharon at Fitinfun.com, and I'm talking about a conversation I had with my son the other day. He comes by for food and laundry every once in a while, and I'm really frustrated with him because he has about 200 or 300 Facebook contacts, and many of those are people around the world who he's been to art schools with, because I sent him to elite places that rich people send their kids to, and he has some amazing contacts in the art world with his teachers. He's had so many different ways, and he refuses to promote me at all. And a couple days ago, I hadn't seen him for a couple weeks at all, and then he showed up wanting food or contacted me, and that was okay. I gave him some food, and we hadn't been getting along before, so I was glad for the break. And so when I give him the food, I'm like, so did you promote me anywhere? And I get the same, no, I didn't promote you anywhere. And I'm like, okay, well, it gets really hard for me to have to break into my routine and feed you, and you won't even tell anybody about my work. Like, these people know me. They know how fat I was. They know how sick I was. And it's art. Like, you even say you like some of the art stuff I've done, so pass it on, and maybe they will too, and maybe they'll pass it on. Like, everybody knows somebody fat. Everybody's got toxins in their system, and most of us have feet, so even if you don't have feet, you know someone that does, so you can soak them and make them feel better. And I like really went off on him, like not mean, and he just like throws up his hands. Okay, fine, I'll promote your crappy shit. And I was like, dang. And I said, you know what, I am #1 in San Diego for two of my 3 fields, and people find me every day for things they need help with, like dry skin brushing symptoms, and what to do because their coconut oil is dripping off their hair, and if they need Tamacon paste, and should they buy it. Like, those are just 3 examples of why people come to me. And to have the only person who's related to me call my stuff crappy like that is just, I don't care if it was crappy. Like, here's his art, alright? Even if I did think that was crappy, which I don't, I love it. I love everything he does. I think I love it because I love it, not because it's my kid. But I'm sure because he's my kid, I love it more. And he is just like, I don't care how good and what you post, I'm not going to give it to anybody because it's crappy. And that really hurt my feelings. And I think that could really be put to everybody I know that's done this. Like, I think, I bought freaking Girl Scout cookies from I don't even know how many people. I bought Boy Scout popcorn. I bought, like, wrapping paper. We have a video of all my 80 rolls of wrapping paper I bought. And that was, like, to help a person out. But this isn't like that. This is something I actually did. Like, I wrote these books, I lost this weight. And it's only $3, like $2.99. So, for the people that I know that didn't buy it and didn't review it, I'm still astounded. Like, if it was me and I knew, I don't have to say if it was me. I've known people that have published things before, or had, like, they did some kind of drawings that they were selling, or made a calendar, or, some kind of artsy thing. I always buy it. Like, of course I would buy it to support people. And one of my internet dating guys, he says to me when we were on the phone, I didn't meet him in person, but when we were talking on the phone, he says, oh, I have a buddy that wrote a book. And I go, oh, did you buy it? And he goes, oh, no. It's like, oh my gosh. Okay. Like, what kind of buddy is that? Like, I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong with me, but I think you should buy a book if someone you know wrote it. Like, I would buy it and get them to sign it. I have a bunch of those. Like, I don't know. And I would definitely review it if I could, but I have a post I'll link to somewhere I wrote all the excuses people gave me, and there's like 20 of them, and most of them, I said this in the post, I was so happy and proud and pleased that I didn't have to go into defending myself, because people were not saying they did not want to buy my book. Like, they wanted to buy my book. Like, oh gosh, you wrote a book about your weight loss? I'd love to get that. But I don't use Amazon because they steal money from you. Or I don't use Amazon because I can't use a computer. Or I don't use Amazon because I used to have a computer but I don't have one now. And those kind of answers, like, I'm concerned, I'll never let anything download to my computer because I'm concerned with cybersecurity. I bought stuff from Amazon once before and they ripped me off, so I'll never buy from them again. I had 2 people in the first 2 weeks tell me that they would buy my book if it was not on Amazon. If they could get it someplace besides Amazon, they would buy it. And I think that's probably takes me to mid-August when I gave up. And I was just like, Sharon, you cannot have these conversations. You're wasting time and you're putting your emotions into it and it's just not helping you. So go into your computer and deal with the people that are out there in the world. And now I feel encouraged because my international traffic has grown. And just to finish the conversation about my son, the next day he came back, or that night or something, and he wanted food again. And I was just like, are you freaking kidding me? We just had a fight because you refuse to promote me. And like, if I make these sales, let's just pretend like God smiles on me and 100,000 people buy my book. That means 2 months later I'm going to have $200,000. Okay, there's taxes due currently out of that. And then there's all my debts that I'd have to pay. And the first thing I do is hire like a CPA or CFP to help me out and get a better place to live and do all these other things when that money comes in. And if you don't think that some of that money is going to come your way because you're my useless kid who's homeless, of course I'm going to put a roof over your head, you stupid jerk. And it's not going to be the roof over my head. He's going to be far away somewhere that he wants to go, and I'll pay the rent or something just to keep him happy and healthy. But honestly, why he wants me not to succeed in his position is beyond me. And that's what I let loose on in the second conversation. And in the third conversation, he said he did promote me to some of his friends. So I hope that's true. I hope you're fitting in fun no matter what. Make sure that you have goals and go after them, because otherwise they won't happen.